Biomolecules, also known as biological molecule, are the fundamental building blocks of life. These complex molecules are essential for the structure, function, and regulation of all living organisms, ranging from tiny microorganisms to large multicellular organisms like plants and animals. They play crucial roles in various biological processes, from providing structural support to facilitating cellular communication and carrying out metabolic reactions. There are four primary classes of biomolecules. Proteins. Proteins are large, complex molecules composed of amino acids, which are linked together by peptide bonds. They serve as the workhorses of cells, performing diverse functions, such as enzymes that catalyze chemical reactions, antibodies that defend against infections, and structural proteins that give cells and tissues their shape and strength. Proteins are one of the most important and diverse biomolecules found in living organisms. They play a vital role in nearly all biological processes and are essential for the structure, function, and regulation of cells and tissues. Proteins are large, complex molecules made up of chains of amino acids, which are linked together through peptide bonds. Here are some key aspects of proteins in biomolecules. Structure. Proteins have a unique and specific three-dimensional structure that determines their function. The sequence of amino acids in the protein chain, primary structure, dictates how the chain folds into intricate shapes. Proteins can have different structural levels, including secondary structures, alpha helices, beta sheets, tertiary structures, overall 3D shape, and quaternary structures, complexes of multiple protein subunits. Enzymes and catalysts. Many proteins act as enzymes, which are biological catalysts that accelerate chemical reactions in the cell. Enzymes play a crucial role in metabolism, breaking down nutrients, synthesizing cellular components, and facilitating various biochemical processes. Transport and storage. Certain proteins function as carriers and transport molecules, facilitating the movement of substances within and between cells. Hemoglobin, for example, transports oxygen in the blood, while various proteins transport ions and molecules across cell membranes. Defense and immunity. Antibodies are specialized proteins that are part of the immune system's defense against pathogens. They recognize and neutralize foreign invaders, such as bacteria and viruses, helping the body fight off infections. Cellular structure and support. Structural proteins provide support and shape to cells and tissues. Examples include actin and myosin, which are essential for muscle contraction, and collagen, which gives strength and flexibility to connective tissues like skin, tendons, and bones. Hormones and signaling. Some proteins act as hormones or signaling molecules, transmitting messages and coordinating responses within the body. For instance, insulin regulates blood sugar levels, while growth factors control cell growth and differentiation. Regulation and control. Proteins are involved in regulating various cellular processes, including gene expression, cell cycle progression, and apoptosis, programmed cell death. They function as switches that turn on or off specific cellular activities in response to internal and external signals. Energy source. In times of nutrient scarcity, proteins can be broken down into amino acids and utilized as an energy source for the body. The diversity and complexity of proteins make them indispensable components of living systems. The specific functions and interactions of proteins are tightly regulated, allowing cells and organisms to maintain a delicate balance of biochemical processes and respond to changing environmental conditions. Understanding proteins and their functions is crucial for advancing medical research, drug development, and biotechnology applications. Nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are the carriers of genetic information in living organisms. The two main types of nucleic acids are DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, ribonucleic acid. DNA stores genetic instructions for the development, functioning, growth, and reproduction of all living organisms. RNA plays a crucial role in translating these genetic instructions into the synthesis of proteins. Nucleic acids are another crucial class of biomolecules found in all living organisms. They serve as the carriers of genetic information and play a fundamental role in various cellular processes. The two primary types of nucleic acids are deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and ribonucleic acid, RNA. Here's a closer look at nucleic acids and their significance in biomolecules. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is the genetic blueprint of life. It contains the hereditary information necessary for the growth, development, functioning, and reproduction of all living organisms. The structure of DNA is a double helix, consisting of two complementary strands of nucleotides that are held together by hydrogen bonds. The nucleotides are made up of a sugar molecule, deoxyribose, a phosphate group, and one of four nitrogenous bases: adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. The sequence of these four nitrogenous bases along the DNA strands encodes the genetic instructions, which are transcribed and translated into proteins to carry out various cellular functions. DNA is primarily located in the cell nucleus, nuclear DNA, in eukaryotic cells, while some DNA is also present in mitochondria and chloroplasts, mitochondrial and chloroplast DNA. RNA, ribonucleic acid. RNA is a single-stranded nucleic acid that plays multiple roles in gene expression and protein synthesis. There are several types of RNA, including messenger RNA, mRNA, transfer RNA, tRNA, and ribosomal RNA, rRNA, each with distinct functions in the process of protein synthesis. mRNA carries the genetic information from DNA in the nucleus to the ribosomes in the cytoplasm, where proteins are synthesized. tRNA brings amino acids to the ribosomes during protein synthesis, ensuring that the correct amino acids are incorporated into the growing polypeptide chain. rRNA is a structural component of the ribosomes, where proteins are assembled. Genetic code. The genetic code is the correspondence between the sequence of nucleotides in DNA and the sequence of amino acids in proteins. Each three-letter sequence of nucleotides, called a codon, in the mRNA represents a specific amino acid or serves as a start or stop signal for protein synthesis. This universal genetic code allows the same genetic information to be translated into proteins across all living organisms, from bacteria to plants and animals. Inheritance and evolution. Nucleic acids are central to the process of inheritance and evolution. Changes in the DNA sequence, mutations, can lead to genetic variation, which is the raw material for natural selection and adaptation in a population. The discovery and understanding of nucleic acids have been transformative for biology, genetics, and biotechnology. They have paved the way for groundbreaking research, such as genetic engineering, gene therapy, and personalized medicine, and continue to be a cornerstone of modern life sciences.